Namaste to all. Here I am with a new video relating to invoice price method of consignment accounts, and in this video we are going to do one problem relating to invoice price method. So I don't want to waste any more time, and let's do the problem. So here given question number 11, we are having question number 11. Krishna of Madras sent some piece of goods to Mukherjee of Calcutta to be sold on behalf of Krishna. So here Krishna is consignor and Mukherjee is consignee, and some piece of goods they said. How many pieces they didn't say. Some piece of goods they said. How many pieces they didn't say. Krishna is consignor and Mukherjee is consignee. I am highlighting the important things. Mukherjee getting commission including declaratory commission of 10% on sales. On sales, he is getting 10% and it includes declaratory commission. When consignee receives declaratory commission, if any bad debts are there and if those bad debts are not recovered, then that bad debts will be incurred by the consignee itself, not by consignor. So that we need to remember. All expenses were to be borne by Krishna, means if any other expenses are there, those expenses will be reimbursed. The invoice value of goods was rupees 30,000. This is very important point in this question. What they gave? Invoice value of goods. So invoice value is how much? Invoice value is 30,000. This is invoice value. Okay, some pieces, how many pieces we don't know. So number of units is not given, total value is given. When total value is given, how we need to do? Proportionate basis we will take directly percentage. Per unit information we don't have. Made up of this 30,000 is made up of cost plus 20%. Loading is how they are saying, cost plus 20%. That means cost plus loading equals to invoice price. Cost plus they said, so cost we need to assume 100, loading 20 they said, 20%. So invoice price will be 120. This is what we need to do. So please be careful with this. Krishna spent 1000 for forwarding and packaging. Non-recurring expenses by consignor. Consignor के non-recurring expenses है. Mukherjee paid the following: फ्राइट एंड कार्टेज टू गोडाउन. जो गुड्स है वो गोडाउन तक लाने के लिए फ्राइट चार्जेस एंड कार्टेज इज पेइंग. दिस इज ऑलरेडी रिटन इन द नोट्स as non-recurring. So this is non-recurring. Stores recurring. Insurance of godown recurring. Miscellaneous expenses also recurring. So for calculating consignment stock, only non-recurring expenses of consignee and non-recurring expenses of consignor, this 1000 and this 3000 will be taken. Remaining all are recurring expenses, those will not be considered for the computation of consignment stock. At invoice price we will do, because it is invoice value they said, invoice price method problem we are doing. At the end of the 3 months, Mukherjee reported that, अच्छा 3 महीने के बाद, he has sold 4/5 of the goods for 30,000. He has sold how much? 4/5. So out of 5, how much sold? Sold is 4. Out of 5 you sold how much? 4. 5 में से 4 निकाल दो. From 5 you deduct 4. How much left? 1. So 1/5 is what? 1/5 is unsold. This is 5 ma. Unsold. ఇంకా ఎంత అమ్మలేదు? అమ్మంది 1/5 అన్నమాట. So for this is we need to calculate consignment stock. Consignment stock will be calculated for that only. Okay. One customer who had bought on credit failed to pay 800. This is nothing but bad debts due from him. He has failed to pay 800. He has sold on credit basis and 800 is due, which is not receivable. As consignee is acting as delectatory agent, delectatory commission मिल रहा, तो consignee will incur this 800 loss of bad debts. That we need to please remember. मुखर्जी सेटल्ड हिज अकाउंट. लास्ट में उन्होंने जो भी पैसे पे करना है वो पे कर दिए. Prepare important ledger accounts in the books of both the parties, that is consignor and consignee. So here ends the question. If anyone could do problem from here on, they can do the problem, rest of the problem, everything I have explained. So from here on we will do important calculations, first working notes, then we will go for the ledger accounts in the books of both the parties. So please be patient and see the things how we need to calculate. Some pro formas I already made so that our video should be of lesser size and daily morning this train is irritating us yaar, daily disturb kar raha hai. It is 5:20. Okay, so I have made the pro formas so that we can easily solve the problem. First working note, calculation of cost price, invoice price and loading of goods sent on consignment in total value. How we are going to calculate this? In total value we are going to calculate. अच्छा, what is the cost price? Cost price दिए क्या? नहीं दिए. But what they gave? Some information relating to cost. They said cost plus 20% is invoice price. So cost plus 20. Cost will be 100. So take it as 100 here. And loading 20 they said. So it will be 20. So cost plus loading invoice price will be 120%. Okay. But what information? Please look at this point. Please look at this point, all of you. Invoice value of goods was 30,000. Invoice value of goods was 30,000. Invoice value is how much? 30,000. So I will write here in the invoice price area how much? 30,000. This is 30,000. And they are saying 20% loading and cost price 100. So how to get? For 120% you are having 30,000. For 20% how much? For 100% how much? That is what we need to do. So for 30,000, what is the information we are having? 30,000. 30,000 into 20 divided by 120 you do. 20 divided by 120 you do. How much we will get? Please check it out. 30,000 divided by 120 into 20. This is around 5,000 we are getting. How much? 5,000. And cost price remaining, that is 30,000 into 100 divided by 120 we can do, or from 30,000 you deduct 5,000 you will get 25,000. Let me write these things. So here calculation, this is important one, 25,000 here, and next we are having 5,000. So 5,000 I will write here for the loading. Let us write 5,000. So you have got value of goods sold on uh, goods sent on consignment at cost price, loading and invoice price. Okay. Next one is what? Cost of unsold goods at invoice price. At invoice price we need to take, because we are doing at invoice price. What is the invoice price total? 30,000. But how much unsold? Unsold is, we have calculated 1/5, because totally it is 1/4, sorry, 4/5 is sold, they said here. They have said 4/5 is sold. So 1/5 is unsold. We have taken here some calculation. This, out of 5, 4 have been sold. Remaining proportion, unsold proportion is, so cost of unsold goods at invoice price is 30,000 into 1 by 5. It will be 6,000. So I will write here 6,000. And proportionate non-recurring expenses of consignor. Consignor expenses. He has paid 1,000 rupees. Krishna spent 1,000 rupees as forwarding and package. So here we will take 1,000. Out of that, how much we need to take? Proportionate we need to take. That is 1 by 5 we need to take. 1 by 5. It will be 200, I think. 1,000. 1,000 into 1 by 5. Next, non-recurring expenses of consignee. He has paid freight and cartage till the go down 3,000. 3,000 into 1 by 5. It will be 600. So total it will be 6,800. 6,800. Here we have got consignment stock at invoice price. Consignment stock at invoice price is 6,800. Next important calculation we need to do, calculation of stock reserve or unsold goods, loading on unsold goods. So stock reserve is equals to total loading into unsold proportion. Total loading, how much we have got here? Total loading we have got 5,000. How much unsold proportion is there? 1/5. So that we can easily calculate stock reserve. So stock reserve is equals to stock reserve is equals to 5,000 into 5, it will be of 1,000 rupees. It will be of 1,000 we will get. So write it there 1,000. This is the stock reserve. चलो अपना 3 वर्किंग नोट हो गए. We have completed 3 working notes. So major part is over. If anyone want to take a screenshot, please take the screenshot. Cost price, invoice price, loading, goods sent on consignment, in total values we have taken, and consignment stock and stock reserve. Okay, from here on we are going to see remaining question, that is ledgers in the books of consignor. Who is consignor? Krishna. So in the books of Krishna, ledgers under invoice price method we are doing first account, consignment account. So what is the goods sent on invoice, goods sent on invoice price? That is invoice value given in the question directly we will take here. Don't irritate me. So 30,000 paid, some expense. One next expense consigning. Let us see expenses of consigning. I'll show you in the question given. Consigning freight and cartage 3,000 plus 100, insurance 300, miscellaneous 200. So 3,500 plus 300, 3,800 plus 200, totally 4,000 rupees it is. So these amounts we will take here for the expenses. If you want to write, you can, for calculation purpose. 3,000 plus 500 plus 200 plus 300. So totally it is 4,000. So take 4,000 here. Okay. Next is entitled commission. Okay. So whenever there is goods sent on consignment, please remember, whenever there is goods sent on consignment, opposite side we should take loading relating to goods sent on consignment immediately. So loading is how much for goods sent on consignment? 5,000 rupees. This 5,000 rupees we need to take on the credit side. So let us take that value. Invoice value we have taken. Next we need to take loading 5000. Consignee has sold 4/5 of the goods for 30,000, so 30,000. Consignment stock working note. Consignment stock working note 2. Working note 2, you have got how much? Working note 2, you have got 6,800. When and commission, we are having commission. So commission how much? They said 30,000 sales into 10% commission he is getting. So 10%, it will be 3,000 rupees. So 3,000 I have taken. Then stock reserve. Stock reserve working note 3 we have done. Working note 3. So I'll write here working note 3. How much we have got? 1,000 rupees we have got. So here ends the consignment account. So once check all these. Credit side we are having sale proceeds 30,000. On the credit side we are having 5,000 plus 30,000 plus 6,800, total 41,800. Debit side 30,000 plus 1,000, 31,000 plus 4,000, 35,000, 35,000 plus 3,000, 38,000, 38 plus 1,000, 39,000. From 41,000 if we deduct 39,000, it will be 2,800 as profit we are getting. So here we will take 2,800 as balancing figure. So total will be 41,800 both sides. Hope till here no doubt. We have done one of the important account, that is consignment account. Let us see the next accounts easily. Easily we can work out the next accounts. See here, next account is nothing but we are having consignment, goods sent on consignment. In the consignment account you wrote here two goods sent on consignment. So we will take two goods sent on consignment and another goods sent on consignment credit side. So whatever there on the credit side will come on the debit side. Whatever is on debit side will come on the credit side. So here consignment account at invoice price is how much? It is 30,000. So we will take 30,000 here. Debit side it is loading on consignment stock 5,000. So transfer to trading account nothing but your cost price 25,000. This is the balance. So credit side debit side will be 30,000 both sides. Here also 30,000. So goods sent on consignment account is over. Please remember we are doing at invoice price, so loading will appear on the opposite side. Whenever there is invoice price, opposite side there will be loading also. So here 30,000 and 5,000 debit side. Similarly, next account is consignment stock account. Before going to the consignment stock account, let me show you consignment account again. In consignment account, we are having consignment stock credit side 6,800. So same will appear in the consignment stock account debit side. There is no balance brought down. So balance brought down is not there. Balance brought down is not there. Leave it. Then we are having consignment account. Whatever there on the credit side, that we will take here. Consignment stock 6,800 on the credit side of consignment account will come here on the debit side to consignment account. Similarly, stock reserve is there, 1000 rupees stock reserve. 1000 rupees stock reserve, that will be on the credit side. Stock reserve is a adjustment entry, so will appear both in consignment account as well as under consignment stock account. So remaining balance debit side is 6,800 total, credit side 1000. If you deduct from 6,800, it will be 5,000 rupees balancing figure. Hope till here no problem. Next account will be important account, one more important account, Mukherjee account, that is consignee. See, in the consignment account, till now you have taken few things, remaining things we have not taken. These will, wherever consignee is there, we need to write, not consignee, we need to write Mukherjee. Oh, here by Mukherjee. So wherever Mukherjee is there, these things we need to take. Sale proceeds on the credit side is there. Sale proceeds, how much? 30,000. In Mukherjee account, these will appear debit side. Similarly, debit side we are having Mukherjee expenses 4,000, Mukherjee commission 3,000. These three things will come in the consignee account. So sale proceeds, how much we are having sale proceeds? 30,000. So 30,000 we will take, 30,000. Next, we are having expenses of consignee 4,000, 3,000 freight and stores, insurance, other things. So 4,000. His commission is 3,000. his commission is 3000. So from sales 30,000, if you deduct commission and 4,000 rupees, it will be how much commission we are having? Commission is where? Here commission 3000 and 4,000 is expenses. So total it will be from 30,000 credit side you are having. So sorry, debit side you are having more amount 30,000. Take that total to the credit side also. Thirty thousand. From 30,000 if you deduct 7,000 it will be 23,000. It will be 23,000. The train has went. Okay, let us continue. So we have completed in ledger accounts in the books of consigner. Record the ledger accounts in the books of Mukherjee consignee. One is Krishna account, another one commission account. So first we will write Krishna account. This is opposite of whatever you wrote on the Mukherjee account. We will write the same things in the opposite side, except here you wrote consignment account for expenses, but in Mukherjee books, that is consignee books, we will write as bank because it is expense. Okay, he pay that amount, so that is why we will write as bank. So except that remaining all are same. So sale proceeds 30,000 and expenses he has paid 4,000. Commission he has paid, he need to get commission to commission 3,000. And did he pay any payment? No. What they said, they have said that he has settled the account. If payment is made, we will take it as 23,000 to bank and there will not be any balancing figure here. So this 23,000 itself is the balance. So both the sides 30,000. This is mirror image of consignee account in the books of consignor, but here bank will come, here consignment account we will write because consignor is writing those things. And one more important thing, most probably many a case people won't do this account, but we need to do this account because there is bad dates. That is why we need to do this one. Otherwise I would have also not told you to do, because there is bad dates, we need to do this. So let us do the commission account. He need to receive commission from Krishna 3,000 and bad debts amounted 800. So out of 3,000 commission, 800 bad debts. So remaining will be his net income from the consignment business, that will be 2,200. ये कंसाइनी को क्या मिलेगा, इतना पूरा करे तो कमीशन मिलेगा, लेकिन वो कमीशन में भी अभी उसका नुकसान कितना है बैड डेट्स के लिए 800. सो एज इज रिसीविंग डेलेक्रेडरी कमीशन, उसको डेलेक्रेडरी कमीशन आ रहा, इसलिए उसको क्या करना पड़ता, लॉस बेयर करना पड़ता बैड डेट्स का. ये एक पॉइंट याद रखना है. सो हियर एंड्स दी commission account in the books of consignee. के, but what to do and show you इस ऊपर से बता रहे हैं। अगर एक एक चीज़ टाइप करके बताए तो टाइम ज़्यादा लगेगा। ये दो चीज़ें हैं एंड दिस इज़ द इनवॉइस प्राइस मेथड वन फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम, दैट इज़ वाई I have made it to you by doing it in the we will do when data is given in per unit information. When per unit information is given, we will do in the next. If you want to take the screenshot, you can take from here on. So this is how we need to solve the problem when information is given in total, and in the next video I am going to explain when information is given in per unit under the invoice price method. Till then प्लीज करो, क्योंकि सीखना बंद तो जीतना बंद, सीखते रहो जीतने के लिए। इफ़ यू अंडरस्टैंड प्लीज़ give a thumb on the like button and share it with your friends so that they too understand the concepts. And if you help someone, you will be get helped by in one or other manner. So do this small favor, just share the video to others. That's it. Jai Hind.